Hey guys, what's up? It's your friend Jordan Jazz. So two movie has been released this week on an OTT platform. First is Black Widow starring Scarlett Johansson and second is Fear Street Part 2 1978. So here we are reviewing Fear Street Part 2 1978. But before starting the review, I would be really glad if you please take a minute and subscribe to my channel because nothing is free in this world. So please support us, support this growing channel. Thank you guys. So let's start. So story of the Fear Street 1978 starts at the same point where the first movie ended. Dina and Josh finds out that Sam is possessed by Sarah Fear. So they seek help from Christine Ziggy Berman, who was the survivor of the 1978 Camp Nightwing incident. So she narrates the whole incident, how she got to survive that camp. And the whole movie is set in the flashback. So basically it is the girl's story and how she has survived that camp and how she survived the curse of Sarah Fear. It is basically the whole movie. This 1 hour 50-minute movie is focused on that, and it all takes us through the whole incident of the journey of the 1978 that took place at that point of time. So it was really pretty intense to watch, and like the first movie, it also has a really fast pacing. You know, we know that this movie is really fast and it is not slow. It keeps on happening, so it's not boring or it's not a slow burn movie. It's really highly fast paced one. I want to give like all the love to the screenwriters because the way they have written the story, it is so engaging. Like it got me completely hooked, and believe it or not, I was really looking more forward and I was more eager to watch and see how the incident unfolds. You know, it definitely, one thing I want to say that they have definitely written the story well. They have written the screenplay very well, so it gets the audience hooked. And I know the people who have watched the two movies will definitely watch the third one because there is a really great surprise at the end of this movie. I don't want to give spoiler, but at the end of the movie, the whole table has turned, and definitely you will be really eager to watch the third movie after the last scene you will see in this movie. So after that, let's talk about the performance. I think the person who stands the most in this movie was Ryan Simpkins. I think she was given the most chance to grow and show her skills in this movie because she was really awesome. Be it her scenes, she has displayed emotions, she has displayed rebel. I think she was given the most screen time and the most best scenes to act. And apart from that, Sadie Sink and Emily Rudd were also good. They were the main crux of the movie, and so they were also put into high focus and limelight. So they also did awesome. Other people are in just like they are there to support the movie, so they were not given a very much opportunity or a much exposure. And these three actors were given the main focus of the movie. And when you will watch the first two movie and you will see that like the trailer of the third movie, it is definitely gonna remind you of the Back to the Future movies. You know, the third part was set in Old West. Same is happening here. You know, the last part, that is the 1666 part, the third part is set in the olden times. So I found some similarity with that. Apart from that, the music was also of the movie was good. Pacing is fast, like I told you. A lot of reference from other horror movies was also given, like Carrie, Stephen King. But the whole movie kind of reminding me of the earlier horror movies and Friday the 13th. Yes, there is nothing new in Fear Street. You know, whatever you have seen, they have been shown in previous movies. Even it was reminding me particularly of Cabin in the Woods. You know, when I saw this movie, I don't know, I recall Cabin in the Woods. You know, I really love that movie and I'm a huge fan of that movie. And we all know that that movie deserves a sequel and have a cult classic following. And the disadvantages that I found in this movie, that it was low on horror or suspense element. Yes, low it was not. I think the first movie was more intense and more suspenseful, so this has less tension, and character development was not well, so we can't find any connection with the characters or feel pity or feel sad for them. You know, but just they keep on saying that our land is cursed, like shady side is cursed and all. So it don't feel like I don't got to connect with the characters. And apart from that, I think this movie also had very less carnage or any creative stuff, because it's just one killer who is just out there, you know. And first movie had more than one killers, you know. It focused on 3 killers basically, but this movie focused on only one, so there was less shades to it. And I think after watching this movie, I think first comparing it to the first part, I think first part was way better than this. But still, this is also a good entry you know. And this is not to this part is not disappointing. It's good in its own way. It has a good camp horror feel. But still, let's see how the final part will unfold, you know, because they have set high bars. So let's see how the last part will stand up to its expectations or not. My favorite scene in the movie has to be the cave scene, you know, where the like kind of we see a kind of like a brain structure or like a pulpy structure in the cave. That has to be my favorite scene. And you know, the kind of scene that you saw in Edge of Tomorrow, where the brain was at a place, like a hidden place, it was underground. So I like that kind of scene, it's very creative to see, it was like the brain of the cave. So these kind of scenes are very creative and very awesome to watch. And it was very slimy and you know, very slimy and thick, and also it was like a gory thing to watch. But still, I don't know why it was reminding me of Monster Blood, you know. Or after all, R.L. Stine has written this movie. So this was my review on Fear Street 1978 Part 2. If you have seen this movie, how do you like it? Comment below, let me know, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys, take care, lots of love.